You've received your Dell R260 server. You want to install the Beam software on it. First thing you need to do is get it into a rack. I've got my one into a rack here. Let's get it powered on for the first time. Green button on the front. First thing I like to do is configure the iDRAC. iDRAC is a bit like a BMC. I want to get an IP address for my iDRAC, subnet mask and router so I can reach it from my desk somewhere a bit more comfortable than this lab perhaps. So I'm moving to the KVM now and I'm going to work through the boot up sequence, try and interrupt it part way through and get to a setup screen where I can configure the iDRAC. System setup, that's F2. Three options on here. We've got the BIOS, and second one down is the iDRAC settings. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to have a look at the network. I'm going to scroll down. Good thing with these Dells is DHCP is enabled by default, and I haven't really done that much apart from connect Ethernet cable to my iDRAC port at the back. And good news is it's given me an IP address early doors, the 10.14.277. That's on my local network. If you don't have DHCP, no worries. You just pop up here, set it to disabled and put your own details in there. For me, I'm quite happy with that. 10.14.277. Not much to do. I'll go back. I will finish. Do I want to save my changes? Actually, no. Let's install the Beam software now. I'm going to take the USB stick with the field ISO, which contains the Beam software, out of the box. I'm going to head down to the Dell R260 here, which has a single USB port. It's in first time. I need to change the boot sequence to make sure I boot from USB on the next boot. I'm going to go to the system BIOS. Note it's just above the iDRAC settings where we were a minute ago. There's some boot settings here. I'm going to go down. There's a quick way to do it. I'm going to go down to UEFI boot settings, and you'll note the generic USB boot is already the top one here, but if it's not, pop down to this list and you can change the order. I'll just show you. I'll just pop the generic USB boot here because it might be you start up your server and it's at the bottom. If so, pop it to the top. OK that. Let's go back. Let's go back again. We will finish. We will finish again. And now, are we sure we want to exit? To right, we're sure. We want to get some Beam software on this server. Here's the first option. Start the MediaKind field service 2.5. If you don't press anything, it will automatically go to that option. This is the start of the field ISO install process. Okay. So it says here the server cannot be identified. That's okay. Beam software traditionally supported M1s, M2s or G9s, and we've changed the Beam software in the image manager so that it will just let you put this software on any server. So let's push on with that, with the continue. Yep, says configuration backups are either missing or invalid. That's fair enough. We're doing this for the first time. We're just going to continue. Right, it says here the following bundle will be installed. To date, our latest bundle was 20006, which was released just at the end of February. Stage 1 of 4 is preparing the disks before we start the import. This is a step we may not have in the future, but we used to have for M1s and M2s, where we'd have to insert the serial number. For me, I'm going to make one up. We'll go for a 4E, because that's what traditionally they used to be. And I go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something to be changed in the future there. And I'm going to OK that. This stage can take a few minutes. We're going to import the bundles. It's important to be patient at this stage. It's quite usual for it to sit on 0% for a period of time before moving up. We're now deploying the bundle after the import process. This will put the bundle into Bank A. On an RX1 we have something called Robust Upgrade, where we have two banks, a Bank A and a Bank B, which allows you to easily switch between bundles. The bundle is now deployed. You'll get an option to see whether you want to reboot now. I can hit reboot, or I can just see out this timer. I'm just going to see out this timer. That should be it. We'll go through the boot sequence again, and this time it should boot into the Beam software for the first time. We go into the MediaKind boot manager. Without pressing anything, we should soon end up with a login prompt. I'm going to patiently hang on while it finishes writing this blurb to the screen, and then I'll log in so we can see it clearly. Here's the login prompt. We've successfully logged in. I'll type BMS. BMS tells us that we have 20006 bundle in the first bank, nothing in the second bank, and we're ready to go. We're installed.